welcome to this week's vlog. I'm Sarah, and this is just about my week. So this week I have just been very grateful for everything that's just happening in my life. Life can get so messy so quick. Things can be happening and just like, oh my gosh, there's so much chaos going on. And you just don't know like where to go and everything like that. But I've really found that when we are grateful for literally anything and everything in our life, that we just have a different perspective. And that's honestly like amazing that we can have a different perspective than the rest of the people that are just in this world, and it kind of just helps through any situation that you're going through. I love calling it an attitude of gratitude. Probably other people call it that, but that I love just saying that. And today I felt more grateful than I have ever felt before, and I'm just like, I just want to like sit here in that gratitude. Because it's not something that I feel every single day. I'm just going to be honest, like, it doesn't happen every day. Sometimes I'm like, oh gosh, gotta go through this day again and like all this stuff. But really, I'm working on getting to be in that peak state every single day, so that I can achieve everything that I would like to achieve, that the Lord has told me to achieve and stuff. So anyway, getting into this week, I'm going to be categorizing things, so going into like the hardest thing, best thing, and new things for my week. So to start off, the hardest thing for this week was probably going to the dentist yesterday. I know not many people like going to the dentist, and it wasn't like a dentist cleaning. This was more, oh, you have cavities, we have to fill them and stuff. And I was like, oh, dang it, no. So I had 3 cavities. Over the summer, I was drinking a lot of lemon water. I am honestly addicted to lemon water, but I never thought, oh, it's acid and like it's acidic. So I'm like, oh, I'll be fine. No, the thought of acidic things being bad for your teeth never came into my mind, and I was like, oh, dang it. So I got 3 cavities, and now I'm very like, yeah, no, I'm good. We don't need lemon water whatsoever. I'm kind of turned off. But I had 3 cavities done yesterday, all in 3 different areas, so like it was up here, and on over here. So my whole mouth was just numb yesterday for a few hours, so that was probably the lowest point of my week. But I did get a milkshake because I just did not feel very well. But it was so hard just drinking that milkshake because my whole mouth was numb. So, word of advice, don't drink too much lemon water because it can be devastating to your teeth, apparently. Something I learned. But the best thing that has happened this week would be I am getting a website. I am really working on just building my personal brand, and I was thinking on, I think it was like Tuesday, Wednesday, and the thought of like, oh, maybe I should get a website for my personal brand. I have one for an organization that I'm working on building. So I'm like, I probably should have like all of my personal stuff like on this website and not on the organization's website. So it's called achievetheimpossibletoday.com. It has not launched, but I'm hoping to launch it either like Monday or Tuesday. And I'm going to have a blog on there and basically about myself. So I'm super excited to just launch that. And I am just, I'm so excited. I don't really have any other words than super excited. But anyway, so there have been several new things that I'm just implementing into my day. So the first one would be the hour of power. So this is basically like an hour, or like if you don't have enough time for an hour, you can do like 30 minutes or 15 minutes. But it's just a way to get your mindset in the proper order for the day. Because sometimes when we wake up, we're like, oh, I don't want to get up. I don't want to do anything today. So this is just helping to get those thoughts out of your mind, and so that you could just have a really amazing day, and that whatever comes your way, that you would be able to just achieve it and get through it. We never know what's going to happen in our days, and I know myself, I would really like to have a positive morning routine where I'm able to constantly be learning new things, showing that gratitude, and just loving life, even if there's like any issues within my day, because it would just like really ground you as a person and stuff. But so with that, I've just been listening to Tony Robbins in the morning, and I've seen that it's been helping, and I feel different when I'm listening to like what he's saying, and I'm like implementing it into my life, and I'm like, wow, this is amazing. I'm like, I need to do this every single morning. So that's what I'm doing every single morning. I am just learning maybe stuff I've already heard, but really like trying to apply it to my life, because there's so many times when I like listen to things and I'm like, yeah, that's amazing, but then I do nothing with it, and then we're still where I have been all of my life, and I'm like, oh no, we cannot do this. So then there's also this component of exercise. So I was starting to exercise a little bit more, probably like two or 3 weeks ago, almost a month now. But I was trying to just incorporate exercise just to get the blood moving. And also from exercise, I get a lot of energy. And I'm like, I want to have as much energy as I can possibly have in my day. So I'm really just trying to start the habit of doing exercise every single day. So right now, I'm just working on doing 5 minutes of exercise, because 10 minutes to me, that's a little like daunting. I'm like, oh my goodness, that's so much. So we're starting with 5 minutes, and my plan is to increase it by a minute every week until we get to 20 minutes. So we are on our way for exercising, and that's basically like just, for me, really it's squats, sit-ups, planks, and what was the other one? I forget what the other thing was, but it's super easy, and it's nothing like out of the ordinary. So that's just a quick fix to getting some exercise into your life. And the last one is kind of tied to YouTube, but social media. I am constantly trying to not be looking at social media. It's so hard. So during the day, I can't really have social media on my phone except for when I'm posting something. And yeah, like if I have social media on my phone, I'm just going to be looking at my posts, seeing like if they're doing well, and just looking at other posts that like people are posting about. And I'm like, I can't do that, because it's not good for my own mental health. So I am being very mindful of what I'm consuming on social media. So I know, like, in the food aspect, I am very good at knowing what I'm putting into my body, and the intention behind it. So I'm kind of trying to create the same thing with social media. I'm trying to be very intentional, very mindful, and just not on social media all day, because if I'm on social media all day, I'm not going to feel good. I'm not going to be my best self. I'm not going to be able to achieve the things that I want to achieve because I'm spending so much time on social media. So, and it consumes us. And I'm just tired of social media consuming me. So that's the end of my TED Talk on social media. But before I started recording this video, I was just praying about like a verse or a word that could help me for the week ahead. And the verse that came to mind was Isaiah 55. It's not really a verse, but as I was reading through the chapter from Isaiah, I really just came to Isaiah 55, 6 through 13. And I'm just gonna read it for you guys. I really enjoyed reading this, so hope it can help you as well. Seek the Lord while he may be found. Call on him while he is near. Let the wicked forsake their ways, and the unrighteous their thoughts. Let them turn to the Lord, and he will have mercy on them. And to our God, he will freely pardon. For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, declares the Lord. As the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. As the rain and the snow come down from heaven and do not return to it without watering the earth and making it bud and flourish, so that it yields seed for the sower and bread for the eater, so is my word that goes out from my mouth. It will not return to me empty, but will accomplish what I desire and achieve the purpose for which I sent it. You will go out in joy and be led forth in peace. The mountains and hills will burst into song before you, and all the trees of the field will clap their hands. Instead of the thorn bush will grow the juniper, and instead of bearers, the myrtle will grow. This will be for the Lord's renown, for an everlasting sign that will endure forever. I just love that so much. But as we wrap up here, what are you learning in life? I'm constantly, I love the thought of to learn in life is honestly a blessing, because we won't learn and grow through our challenges. And if we don't learn and grow, we aren't going to get to the other side of the issue of like whatever we're facing. So it's so important to constantly be learning and to constantly be growing. So you can comment below. I'd love to know what's going on in your life and just everything that you're grateful for. And if you love what I'm talking about, make sure to subscribe, and let's achieve the impossible today. Thank you. Have a great week.